Welcome back to Car Garage, where we usually talk cars, but today, we're venturing off-road and back in time to explore one of the more unique armored vehicles in military history, the Soviet T-27 tankette. While it may not be a household name like the T-34 or Sherman, the T-27 played an important role in the early development of Soviet armored forces. Developed in the early 1930s, the T-27 was actually based on the British Carden Loyd Mark VI design. The Soviet Union licensed the design, then modified and mass-produced it, creating a light, nimble, and compact two-man tankette that was intended primarily for reconnaissance roles. Now, let's talk about the look and build of this little guy.
The T-27 is incredibly small by modern standards. It weighs in at under 3 tons and is just big enough to fit a driver and a machine gunner.
The tank's armor is made up of riveted plates ranging from about 4 to 10 millimeters thick, enough to stop rifle bullets and shrapnel, but not much else. In fact, if you got hit with anything more serious, you were in trouble. Its compact size and low profile, however, made it harder to spot and easier to conceal, which was great for its role as a scout vehicle.
Inside, things are as cramped as you'd expect. The crew had very limited visibility, relying mostly on vision slits and basic optics.
There's no turret either, just a fixed mount for a 7.62mm DT machine gun on the front. This limited its offensive capability severely and made it vulnerable in combat situations that required maneuvering or quick reaction. That said, in the early 1930s, the T-27 was seen as a technological step forward and helped the Red Army gain valuable experience in using armored vehicles. As for performance, it's actually better than it looks. The T-27 was powered by a 40-horsepower gas AA engine, which gave it a top speed of about 40 km/h on roads. Not bad for a vehicle of its size and age. It could handle light off-road conditions reasonably well, although it struggled in muddy or rough terrain due to its narrow tracks and limited power. Maneuverability was decent, and it was mechanically simple enough to be easy to repair in the field, another plus for a reconnaissance unit. One of the more fascinating aspects of the T-27's history is its versatility. Beyond scouting, it was used to train early tank crews, pull light artillery, and even experimented with in airborne operations. Yes, they actually tried dropping them from planes to support paratroopers. While those tests were far from perfect, they showed just how creative the Soviets were trying to be with their limited armored forces. In the end, the T-27 was soon outclassed by more advanced light tanks, but its legacy lives on as a pioneering design in Soviet armor history. It's a small but important chapter in the story of mechanized warfare. If you're a military history buff or just love seeing rare vehicles in action, the T-27 is a fascinating machine worth exploring. Thanks for tuning into Car Garage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep rolling with us for more gear-driven content.